on slave, gotta keep that pretty smile. But she's ready to battle, gonna take that enemy down.
Are you ready?
She feels no evil and holding her ground. She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior, she's taking this battleground. She is a fighter, a crier, she ain't gonna lose this round. She is a warrior.
Thank you. Do you believe you are in the right place at the right time? If you are still in this place, make no mistake, there is something great that awaits you. And it's going to depend on the action that you will take when you leave this place today. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I promise you, I have an entire speech ready for you. But so much has been downloaded into you and I. And I want to make sure you have a moment to digest it and to leave here understanding how you're going to apply it. There's a story I want to share because as I look across the room, there is a very special woman that is in this audience. And as I thought about the song that She's a Warrior, I always wondered, where is this fight in you? Where does it come from? That fight never to give up. That fight to believe that everything that you and I have heard today, we can and will accomplish. Where is that coming from? So I'll share a little story. I was a very friendly, timid child growing up. And there was this little boy, oh my gosh. He's always, as we would say, he took set on me. Everywhere I go, this little boy, he's pulling my clothes, or he's dragging me down, or in a very aggressive way. And I would go home every day and I would cry. And one day, my mother took me. She says, I am tired of you coming home and crying. And she took me by the hand and she brought me back and she said, where is he? There was a group of boys and I said, that's one, Mommy. And then I kind of, you ease behind Mommy. And Mommy said, no, come back around here. And I said, there he is. And she took me in front of him and she says, fight. And I'm telling you something, from that day, the fear of facing adversity, the fear of conquering what seems to be when there's a fight before you, oh, that day it left. And no one wanted to fight with me. I don't know if they were afraid of Mommy or me, but they all walked for Mommy. Will you stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please. The woman that helped me to be the woman I am today, my mother, Dolores. Mommy, thank you for being here. All right. Can we get the presentation? Now, the panel just messed me up. I kind of forgot everything I wanted to say because wasn't that really good? Yes. Now, believe me, every one of you in this room can achieve and exceed what you just hear. It's possible. I am attorney Tamara Hamilton. And one of the things I enjoy doing the most is educating and empowering the people in our community and those that I get the opportunity to serve. And so today, one of the things that I learned that I'm going to put into practice right now was from LaShonda. And I'm going to practice my 3 E's right now. So I think I did some entertaining with my song and my movements and sharing my story. We're going to do some engaging, and you're definitely going to be educated. Now, one thing I want to make sure, stay connected to the Legacy Lives Here website. My fabulous speech that I created, I promise I am going to record that and a video will go out so that you will have the opportunity to watch it over and over. As an attorney, I want to focus today on estate planning. Is the PowerPoint ready? Do I need a push? Okay. I want to focus on how do you really step into legacy? What are some of the things that you can do to protect that legacy? And do I even have legacy? Now, I want a show of hands. In order to determine that, I need your help. Does any of you have silverwares in your house? Forks, spoons? You do? You're a candidate. Clothes, shoes, handbags? Oh, you're a candidate. Bank accounts? Anybody owns a bank account? A check-in, a savings? Oh, you're a candidate. So what does that mean? You all have an inheritance that you need to consider. What am I to do with this? When I say goodbye world, and even before I say goodbye world, how do I protect that which I have earned, that which I have accumulated? A lot of times we believe that estate planning, inheritance, it's not for us. We don't have anything. But what you don't know, the little that you have could be so much more in years to come. And if we don't protect it, if we don't decide who gets it, guess who decides for us? The government. Our laws decide. If you have loved ones or children, property, things, bank account, plates, clothes, handbags, shoes, real estate, bank accounts, investment, and you have not considered, this is a legacy. I have either earned this or I've inherited it. Now what can I make of it? Do I leave it for the government and we call that as cheat? There are so many bank accounts with money ranging from $5,000 to millions of dollars that goes to the state because someone has passed away and they did not identify a beneficiary. How many of us have bank accounts that are solely in our names? We are the owners of those accounts. And if you check those accounts, there is no paid on death beneficiary listed. My most recent client, currently facing foreclosure. Mama who used to help her has now passed away. And there's $10,000 in an account that mother has. But there was no beneficiaries listed on that account. And the only way for her to access those funds is through the legal process of administration, probate administration. It ain't cheap. The cost of administering that probate, she could not even reinstate the mortgage. The $10,000 would help, but if you've got to take $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 out of that to cover legal expense, that leaves her nothing. Wealth isn't just about what you build during your lifetime. It's about what survives you. And estate planning is how we protect it. When we hear the word estate planning, a lot of people seem to think it's time to die. No, that's when we live. Without planning, without a vision, we will definitely perish. One of the things that I've made sure in this community, every one of us have the opportunity for free consultation. Because I believe a lot of people, they just don't know. We perish for lack of knowledge. But there's absolutely no reason why any one of us should leave this conference and not know. None of us should leave this conference without taking action. It's time to look. You don't have to look too far. Right in your household. What legacy do you have? What have you earned or inherited that is left unprotected? Is it time for you to protect it with an estate plan? Estate planning is the foundation of wealth. It's great to accumulate wealth. It's great to start looking for your real estate. But it's not just about buying the real estate. Now that I'm ready to step out, how do I buy this real estate in a way that protects me and my future? And we're going to skip right into some of the tools. You've heard a lot about wealth and the different types of wealth and accounts. And now it's important that you know you can protect it so that it's untouchable in so many ways, and to ensure and ensure that that legacy passes on to whom you say it will pass on to, and not allow the law to be the dictator. Legacy is not leaving something for people, it's leaving something in people. And you've heard that. It's not just about saying, oh, you can have it. I recently had a client, and for years, every year, they're like, Attorney Hamilton, we're coming. We're coming. We got to get these houses in a trust. We got to tell you what to do if something happens. And most recently, I got a call, and this call goes on every year. They'll see me, and lovely people they'll say. I recently received a call. Attorney Hamilton, are you able to come to the rehab? My husband had a stroke, and now only one side is working, and we want to do that thing. What you said, we need to protect these properties. Don't wait until it's too late, because there are too many things to consider in a situation like that. If you have children, loved ones that you're caring for, there's so much that you can do now. It is time to take action. If you're going to buy now. If you need to create your will, if you need a power of attorney for someone, if you need to put your assets in a trust so that it passes without going through a legal procedure, it begins now and it begins today. I am ready. The first 10 people that will visit my table at the end of this seminar, you will have the opportunity to pick one estate planning document. And that will be our gift to you. Our consultations are free. There's no reason, any legal question you have, whether it's putting your business together or putting your house in order, we are here for you. Why do we need estate planning? You got to protect your assets from probate. I just shared with you the cost of probating. Whether it's just a bank account, whether it's just a house, a dead person can't sign. A dead man don't speak. You have the power within you now, the authority to make these decisions, to put your house in order, to accumulate, to accomplish. This is the time now while we have the breath in our lungs. Use it. It's time to plan. It's time to protect your wealth, and you can do so with a good estate plan. Prevent family disputes. We don't even need to go there. The stories are just so many. I could share stories and stories about family disputes and the cost that came with that. And what is that? It results in the loss of wealth, the loss of inheritance, because in most cases, they end up having to sell the property just to cover legal costs and fees. So preserve the value of your life's work. Preserve the value. What value have you placed on your life's work? I've met so many people that says, oh, I just have a little bank account. Oh, the few things I have, they can decide what they do with it when I'm gone. Is that the value you want to place? It doesn't matter. You get to value what you've earned, not the bank. You get to value it. Everything, whether it's a penny or millions of pennies, it is worth something. It is worth protecting because it's yours. We're going to skip through some of these. Let's talk about some of the tools. How many of us in here already have a will? At the very basic, a will. Just a few hands. Why is that? A will is simply your instructions to your loved ones to say, hey, when I'm not here, please, here are the people that should be partaking of what I value. Your writing is powerful. One of the statements that a law school professor taught me, she says, ink is cheap, litigation is expensive. Write it. When a client comes into my office, I make sure when they're reading their wills or their trust, they can recognize with it because it's your voice when you're no longer here. Where is your voice? A dead man don't speak. Let your voice be heard directly and indirectly through a writing. Some of the other instruments are right there on the board. Think about it. What are you missing today? If you don't have one or more of those instruments in place, then you're missing out on a lot. Protecting your wealth, leaving your legacy begins in one of those instruments. If you have loved ones that you're caring for, healthcare surrogates, living wills, our states have written laws. They are pleading with us. Make sure you have your living will or healthcare surrogate because more and more people are dying without the medical field being able to disclose anything to your loved ones. Because again, without a writing, they can only go by the law. Ink is cheap. Litigation is expensive. It's time to put your value on what's important to you. Make sure everything that you've learned from this seminar today, everything that you're about to implement, it begins with a good estate plan. We're going to skip through some. So, my call to action is today, there are some checklists. It begins with you checking yourself. It begins with you putting your house in order. If your house is not in order, how are you going to step out? How are you going to reach out to some of our powerful speakers and panelists to say, I'm ready to invest in real estate. I'm ready for my business, to take my business to the next level. When you have not even protected that business interest. That business interest can also be protected. A lot of us have businesses, LLCs, and financial institutions, but that interest is not protected by a trust. A lot of us have minor children, but we have not named a guardian for our minor children. Let it begin with us, and let it begin in our own home. As you prepare yourselves to take your legacy to the next level and step into wealth, I encourage you, begin to plan. There are packages there that will give you a checklist and to help guide you as what should I be thinking when I'm getting ready to do my estate? What are some of the things that I need to think about? Who are some of the people that I should be considering? make sure you get one of those packets from my table. My daughter is there, she has the packets, she organized them, and they are waiting for you. It is what you need to begin your journey to wealth and success. It begins with you. How do you value your assets? Thank you. My information is on the screen, and I look forward to hearing from you.